Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Tennessee has been around since 1970. We are the oldest and largest one-to-one mentoring organization in the United States. And what we know is that young people need one-to-one mentorship. And our goal is to have professionally trained one-to-one mentors to work with children. And they have a couple of different ways that they can do it. They can help volunteer their time at a site base, which might be a school or an after school, or that would be during the work week, or they could go and do the community-based, which is on the weekends, and do 2 to 3 weekends each month. One of the first qualities that makes a good big is they want to spend time with a young person. They go ahead and put in an application, take that initiative, get started. It's someone who's willing to give a year of their time to be committed to a young person. And when you think about it, it's like 1% of their time. We're asking for 30 minutes a week or a couple of hours on a Saturday. Another thing that we'd like for our mentors to know is that we are very, very intentional about how we match that person with a child. So that's why those interview processes are so intentional, in that we ask questions of our volunteer, what your likes and dislikes are, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, you know, any of your life experiences or home life that you might want to share. And so then we have this match support team that looks at what that adult mentor has put down in their interview, and they look at what also a young child has said that they need.
It may have impacted me as much as anyone I know. And that's why I so wish people would get involved. You know, we've got this idea when we do something like this, we're going to do something good. We're going to help somebody, and we can, just by being part of their lives. It's not that hard to do. You just show up and care, and that's 2 things most anybody can do. But they will change your life. They will change your life. How different my life would have been if I didn't have a little brother. I can almost for certain say that I would not have had the happiness and joy that I had if not for his guidance, when I thought I was the one supposed to be guiding him in life. So it works both ways. They will help you every bit as much as you ever even think you're going to help them. You know, you only live once, and I don't know how, being a teacher, I'm perhaps swayed a little bit in this direction, all I've seen, but I don't know what a human being could do that's going to live more past them than working one-on-one with a child.
When I met my match for the first time, I was so excited. She was precious. She was so little. She was actually in 2nd grade when I met her. She was just a light, and I was so excited that I matched with her. We had a lot of things in common. We both loved art. We loved drawing, painting, creating anything. And so that's been kind of at the center of our match over the years. You know, we were a school-based match for the first several years, and then we transitioned to a community-based match. So during our school-based time period, we had a lot of fun. We shot basketball, we did arts and crafts activities, and everything was pretty lighthearted during that time. Once we transitioned to a community-based match, it felt deeper, and we were able to connect on another level. We were outside of the school setting, we were in the real world, we met each other's families and friends, and so that took our relationship to another level where we kind of integrated into each other's lives, and that's really when I felt like the impact I was having on her started. Even though she will say it was impactful the whole time, I felt like my role shifted significantly when we transitioned to community-based match. As far as her impact on me, it started from day one. I felt like seeing her As the younger generation, it just gave me a lot of excitement and hope for what they are bringing to the world as a whole, but also her as a person. Just having her in my life as a sister, I do consider her an actual sister now after all these years. She has really impacted me and become a part of my family.
I've always been told that I've been good with the kids and that they respond to me in a very correct manner. Not all the time, but majority of the times. Whenever I do try to steer a kid in the right direction, they tend to listen because they can see that I'm coming from a place of care. And it just seems like it was a perfect fit for me, and that's why I'm still going through with it. Me being 25 years old, or anybody being 30, in that range right there, I think those people can really help this generation see things for what they really are, because there's a lot of distractions keeping these kids from expanding their minds and trying to become what they want to become. They're just suppressed into this thought, this mindset of like, you can coast through life and stuff like that. And I'm ambitious. I want to get out and I want to go get my dreams, and you're not going to get your dreams sitting down waiting for them to come to you.